We are reporting from Columbia University, New York City. On last Thursday, when over 100 students were arrested, protesters moved from the East Lawn to the West Lawn and occupied this area where they have set up the Gaza Solidarity Encampment and what they call the People's University for Palestine. This area has been an area full of camps. People have set up a food table across towards the south side of the lawn. People have events. There have been dances and other events that happen within the lawn as well. And there are professors who recently walked out in support of the students and their right to protest, especially condemning Colombia President Minouche Shafik for calling upon the NYPD to arrest over 100 students last Thursday. Minouche Shafik has been called to resign by several members of the faculty and by the protesters and also by Congressional Speaker Mike Johnson. Organizers from the encampment have been in negotiations with President Minouche Shafik and several other members of Columbia senior management. The deadline for these negotiations is tonight. If these negotiations are not met, President Minouche Shafik has promised that actions will be taken against the encampment. That could include the New York City Police Department coming back in again. Today we're with a student organizer and a member of Columbia University Apartheid Divest who goes by the letter L, right? So that's how she chooses to go by, because Columbia University has been suspending students for being part of this protest. So to ensure her protection, she will go by the name L. All right, L, thank you so much for joining us here today. So I want to ask you first, what what made you join the protest? What started this protest, right?
So, Columbia University students and members of Columbia University Apartheid Divest have been fighting to get Columbia University to divest from their holdings in companies that actively support Israeli apartheid and the genocide of the Palestinian people since October. Student organizers have gone through every means possible to get Columbia University to divest. We've pushed through referendums, which are thus far have been very successful. We've had individual meetings with administrators. We've had rallies, protests in and off campus, but Columbia University has refused to divest from these holdings, and so we, as student organizers, decided to escalate and establish the Gaza Solidarity Encampment, both to show our solidarity with the people of Gaza and the people of Palestine, but also to encourage Columbia University to divest. We will not move until Columbia reaches a few of our very simple demands.
So what can you tell me about the how it started, right? How this movement started, when it started, and how the encampment started?
So, of course, the movement for Palestinian liberation has been ongoing for years and years, and we are wholeheartedly inspired by the Intifada and the resistance in Palestine that has been on the front lines of the struggle for many years. We at Columbia University, small there have been smaller movements on campus through Students for Justice in Palestine to encourage Columbia University to divest from Israeli apartheid for several years, but in October, Columbia University Apartheid Divest officially got started. We came together initially as a coalition of recognized student groups who committed to joining Columbia University Apartheid Divest and committed to fighting for Palestinian liberation.